This is a calm, procedural recording. Nothing unexpected will happen. The process will repeat in the same order. How lost packages are located overnight. Night procedure calm explanation. This video explains how packages are located overnight when they are not where they are expected to be. The explanation moves slowly. There is no urgency in this process. Nothing in this video requires your attention. The procedures described here happen every night. They are routine. They are predictable. You do not need to remember any of this information. Packages move through distribution networks. These networks consist of facilities. The facilities are connected by transportation routes. A package travels from one facility to another. It moves closer to its destination with each transfer. Sometimes a package does not arrive at the expected facility at the expected time. This is not unusual. This happens regularly. The system is designed to account for this. When a package location does not match the expected location, it is flagged. The flag is generated automatically. The system compares expected position to actual position. If there is a difference, the system creates a record. This record is called an exception. Exceptions are handled overnight. The process is methodical. It follows a specific sequence. Each package has a tracking number. The tracking number is printed on a label. The label is affixed to the package. The label contains a barcode. The barcode represents the tracking number. Scanners read the barcode at various points. Each scan creates a data entry. The data entry includes the tracking number. It includes the location of the scan. It includes the date and time. This information is sent to a central database. The database maintains a record for each package. The record shows everywhere the package has been scanned. It shows the path the package has taken. When a package is expected to arrive at a facility but does not appear in the scan data, the system notices. The system runs checks throughout the night. These checks are automated. They compare expected arrivals to actual arrivals. If a package was supposed to arrive on a specific truck, the system looks for a scan from that truck's unloading area. If no scan is found, the package is added to an exception queue. The exception queue is a list. The list contains packages that require attention. The list is reviewed by staff members. But first, the system attempts automated resolution. Automated resolution involves running additional queries. The system searches for any scan of the tracking number in the past 24 hours. It checks all facilities in the network. It checks all sorting centers. It checks all delivery stations. Sometimes the package was scanned at a different location than expected. This can happen if a package was loaded onto the wrong truck. It can happen if a package was misordered. When the system finds a scan, it updates the package record. It recalculates the expected delivery path. It generates a new routing instruction. The package will continue to its destination from its current location. This correction happens without human intervention. The system adjusts the plan. The package continues moving. If the system does not find any recent scan, the exception remains in the queue. The queue is organized by priority. Priority is determined by several factors. How long has the package been without a scan? What type of service was purchased? What is the destination? Higher priority exceptions are listed first. but all exceptions are processed. The order simply determines the sequence. Overnight staff members begin reviewing the exception queue. They work in a facility that operates 24 hours. The facility may be a regional hub. It may be a central sorting center. The staff members have access to the tracking database. They have access to facility cameras. They have access to transportation logs. They begin with the first exception on the list. They open the package record. They review the scan history. They note the last location where the package was scanned. They note the time of that scan. They calculate how much time has passed. The staff member checks the transportation log. The log shows which trucks departed from the last known location. It shows the time each truck departed. It shows the destination of each truck. If the package was scanned onto a specific truck, the log will show that truck's route. The staff member identifies where that truck went. They contact the facility that received that truck. The contact is made through an internal messaging system. The message is simple. It includes the tracking number. It includes the last known scan location. It asks if the package is present at the receiving facility. The receiving facility may be in a different time zone. The message may not be answered immediately. The staff member moves to the next exception while waiting. They repeat the process. They review the record. They check the logs. They send a message if needed. The work continues in sequence. One exception after another. Some exceptions are resolved quickly. A response comes back from the receiving facility. The package was located. It was in a bin that had not yet been scanned. The receiving facility scans the package. The scan is recorded in the system. The exception is cleared. The package record is updated. The routing continues as planned. Other exceptions require more investigation. The package cannot be located at the expected facility. The staff member reviews camera footage. Large sorting facilities have cameras positioned throughout the building. The cameras record the movement of packages. The footage is stored digitally. The staff member searches for the time when the package should have been processed. They watch the footage at increased speed. They look for the tracking number on the package label. This requires attention. The staff member may need to watch several minutes of footage. They may need to check multiple camera angles. If the package is visible in the footage, the staff member notes its location. They note which conveyor belt it was on. They note which bin it fell into. They note whether it continued moving or whether it stopped. Some packages become jammed in machinery. Some packages fall off conveyor belts. Some packages are placed in areas designated for damaged items. The staff member uses the footage to determine what happened. Once they know where the package went, they can direct a search. If a package is determined to be in a specific area of the facility, a physical search is conducted. A staff member walks to that area. They bring a handheld scanner. The scanner is the same type used for regular package processing. They begin scanning packages in the area. They scan each package one at a time. The scanner beeps when it reads a barcode. The scan data is sent to the system. If the missing package is found, its barcode will be scanned. The system will record the scan. The exception will be cleared. The package will be returned to the normal sorting process. Physical searches are thorough. They are not rushed. The staff member checks bins. They check shelves. They check corners where packages may have been placed temporarily. They check areas beneath conveyor belts. Sometimes packages fall into spaces that are not immediately visible. The staff member uses a flashlight if the area is dim. They move methodically through the space. Some facilities have multiple floors. Packages move between floors using automated systems. These systems use vertical conveyors. Sometimes a package does not complete the transfer between floors. It remains on the vertical conveyor, or it falls into a gap. Maintenance staff may need to access these areas. They open panels. They inspect the machinery. They retrieve any packages that are stuck. The packages are scanned once retrieved. The system is updated. If a package cannot be located through footage review or physical search, the investigation expands. The staff member reviews all transportation that departed from the last known facility. They create a list of possible destinations. They send messages to each facility on the list. The messages are the same. They include the tracking number. They ask if the package is present. The staff member waits for responses. They continue working on other exceptions while waiting. Responses arrive gradually. One facility responds that the package is not there. Another facility responds the same. A third facility takes longer to respond. The staff member notes each response. They narrow down the possibilities. If all facilities respond that the package is not there, the staff member escalates the exception. Escalation means involving a supervisor. The supervisor has access to additional resources. They can authorize more extensive searches. They can contact external transportation providers. Some packages are transported by third-party carriers. These carriers operate independently. They pick up packages from the main facility. They deliver packages to remote areas. If a package was transferred to a third-party carrier, the main facility may not have visibility into its exact location. The supervisor contacts the carrier. The contact is made by phone or email. The supervisor provides the tracking number. They ask the carrier to check their records. The carrier searches their system. They report back whether the package is in their possession. If the carrier confirms they have the package, the tracking system is updated. The package record shows it is with the external carrier. The expected delivery date is adjusted if necessary. The exception is cleared. The package will continue to its destination through the carrier's network. If the carrier does not have the package, the investigation continues. The supervisor reviews the entire chain of custody. Chain of custody means every point where the package changed hands. The package left the sender. It was picked up by a driver. It arrived at a collection facility. It was sorted. It was loaded onto a truck. It traveled to a regional hub. Each of these steps should have a corresponding scan. The supervisor examines each scan. They look for gaps. They look for anomalies. Sometimes a package with scan is loaded onto a truck, but that truck never departed. Mechanical issues may have prevented departure. The truck may still be at the facility. The supervisor directs staff to check trucks that are parked in the yard. The staff member walks through the yard. They identify trucks that match the departure time in question. They open the truck's cargo area. They scan packages inside the truck. If the missing package is found, it is unloaded. It is returned to the sorting area. It is processed again. Other times, a truck departed but did not arrive at its destination. This is uncommon, but it happens. Weather may have delayed the truck. Road closures may have caused a detour. The truck is still in transit. The supervisor contacts the driver. Drivers carry communication devices. The supervisor asks for the truck's current location. The driver provides coordinates. The supervisor calculates the expected arrival time. The tracking system is updated with this information. The package delivery estimate is adjusted. Throughout this process, the tracking system continues to operate. Customers who check the tracking number online see status updates. The updates are generated based on the scan data. If no recent scan is available, the status shows the last known location. The status may say in transit. It may say delayed. The wording is neutral. It does not indicate urgency. It simply states the current condition. Overnight, the system runs scheduled checks. These checks occur every hour. The system reviews all active shipments. It compares actual progress to expected progress. If a package is behind schedule, it is flagged. The flag does not mean the package is permanently lost. It means the package requires review. The review happens during the same overnight shift. The process described earlier begins again. Some packages are flagged repeatedly over multiple nights. Each night, staff review the package record. Each night, they conduct searches. Each night, they contact facilities. The package may be in an area that is difficult to access. It may be in a storage container that has not yet been opened. It may be in a pile of packages waiting to be sorted. The searches continue until the package is found. Facilities receive deliveries of packages throughout the day. These packages are unloaded from trucks. They are placed in staging areas. The staging areas are large. They hold hundreds or thousands of packages. Packages in staging areas wait to be scanned. They wait to be sorted. If a package is buried in a staging area, it may not be visible. It may not be scanned until the area is processed. Processing happens in batches. The facility works through one section of the staging area at a time. When they reach the section where the package is located, that will be scanned. The system will update. The exception will clear. Damaged packages are handled separately. If a package is damaged during transit, it is removed from the normal flow. It is placed in a designated area for damaged items. This area is inspected by staff who specialize in package recovery. They assess whether the package can continue to its destination. If the outer packaging is damaged but the contents are intact, the package is repackaged. A new label is printed. The tracking number is transferred to the new label. The package is scanned. It returns to the sorting process. If the contents are damaged, the staff member documents the condition. They take photographs. They write a description. This documentation is attached to the package record in the system. The sender is notified. The recipient is notified. The package may be returned to the sender. or the sender may authorize disposal. The decision depends on the value of the contents and the extent of the damage. Some packages have incorrect labels. The address on the label may be incomplete. The tracking number may be illegible. These packages are placed in an exception area as well. Staff members attempt to identify the correct destination. They examine the package for additional markings. They check for invoices or packing slips inside the package. If they find information, they correct the label. They print a new label. They scan the package. It continues to its destination. If no additional information can be found, the package is held. The sender is contacted using information from the original shipping transaction. The sender is asked to provide the correct address. Once the address is confirmed, a new label is printed. The package is scanned. It enters the system again. It moves toward its destination. Throughout the night, conveyor belts continue to run. Packages move along the belts. They pass through scanners. They are sorted by automated machinery. The machinery uses sensors to detect package size and weight. It uses optical scanners to read labels. Based on the information gathered, the machinery directs packages to specific chutes. Each chute leads to a different destination. One chute is for packages going to the northern region. One chute is for packages going to the southern region. One chute is for packages going to the eastern region. One chute is for packages going to the western region. The machinery makes these decisions quickly. But the decisions are based on data. The data comes from the tracking system. The system knows where each package needs to go. If the machinery cannot read a label, the package is diverted. It is sent to a manual sorting station. A staff member at the station picks up the package. They examine the label. If the label is damaged, they type the tracking number into the system manually. The system provides routing information. The staff member places the package in the correct bin. The package continues its journey. Bins fill up throughout the night. When a bin is full, it is moved. The bin is wheeled to a loading dock. At the loading dock, packages from the bin are loaded onto a truck. The truck will depart in the morning. It will carry the packages to the next facility. The process repeats. Some packages require special handling. These packages may contain fragile items. They may contain hazardous materials. They may contain perishable goods. These packages are marked with special labels. The labels indicate the handling requirements. Staff members follow these requirements. Fragile packages are placed in padded bins. Hazardous materials are kept in designated areas that meet safety regulations. Perishable goods are kept in climate-controlled sections. These packages are tracked with the same system. They simply move through different areas of the facility. The tracking system logs every event. Every scan is a logged event. Every status change is a logged event. Every exception is a logged event. The logs are stored in the database. The database is backed up regularly. The backups ensure that no data is lost. If the system experiences a technical issue, the data can be restored. The tracking information remains accurate. Technical issues are rare. But when they occur, IT staff respond. IT staff work overnight as well. They monitor the system's performance. They watch for error messages. They watch for slow response times. If an issue is detected, they investigate. They check server logs. They check network connections. They check database performance. They resolve the issue. The system returns to normal operation. The tracking system interfaces with multiple other systems. It interfaces with the billing system. It interfaces with the customer service system. It interfaces with the route planning system. Each interface exchanges data. The data must remain consistent across all systems. Overnight, synchronization processes run. These processes check for discrepancies. If a discrepancy is found, it is corrected. The data is reconciled. The systems align. Customer service representatives also work overnight. They are available to answer inquiries. Customers call when they have concerns about a package. The representative accesses the tracking system. They enter the tracking number. They review the package history. They see where it is. They see when it was last scanned. They provide this information to the customer. If the package is flagged as an exception, the representative explains that the facility is actively locating it. They provide an estimated time frame for resolution. The conversation is calm. The representative reassures the customer that the process is routine. Some exceptions are resolved within hours. Other exceptions take longer. The length of time depends on the circumstances. If a package is in a remote facility, coordination takes time. If a package is buried in a staging area, it must wait until that area is processed. The system continues to track. The staff continue to search. The process does not stop. Morning arrives. Day shift staff begin their work. They review the exception queue. They see which exceptions were resolved overnight. They see which exceptions remain. They continue the work. The process is continuous. It does not pause. Packages that were located overnight are now moving again. They have been scanned. They have been sorted. They have been loaded onto trucks. The trucks are departing. The packages are getting closer to their destinations. The system updates every few minutes. New scans are recorded. New locations are logged. The tracking information available to customers is current. They can see the progress. They can see that the package is moving. Throughout the day, more packages enter the system. Senders bring packages to collection points. Drivers pick up packages from businesses. Packages from online orders are prepared for shipment. All of these packages receive tracking numbers. All of these packages are scanned. All of these packages begin their journey. And some of these packages will, at some point, require location overnight. The process will repeat. The system is designed for this. The overnight staff return the next night. They log into the system. They open the exception queue. They begin reviewing. They follow the same steps. They use the same tools. The work is familiar. The work is routine. Scanners are placed on desks. Computers display tracking records. Radios allow communication between different areas of the facility. Everything is in its place. Everything is ready. The conveyor belts hum quietly. Packages slide along the smooth surface. They reach decision points. The machinery directs them. They drop into chutes. They land in bins. The sound is rhythmic. It is constant. It is the sound of the system operating. Staff members walk through the facility. They carry scanners. They check bins. They verify that packages are sorted correctly. If they find a package in the wrong bin, they move it. They scan it. The system records the correction. The package continues. Trucks arrive at the loading docks. They back up slowly. The dock doors open. Staff members begin unloading. They remove packages from the truck. They place packages on conveyor belts. The belts carry the packages into the facility. The packages are scanned as they enter. The system notes their arrival. Some of these newly arrived packages may have been missing from another facility. The scan at this facility resolves the exception. The package record is updated. The delivery timeline is recalculated. The customer's tracking information reflects the new status. The package moves forward. The work continues through the night. One package at a time. One scan at a time. One update at a time. The system processes the information. The staff conduct searches. The exceptions are addressed. By morning, many exceptions have been cleared. The packages have been found. They are moving again. The remaining exceptions will be addressed during the next shift. And the next. The process does not end. It continues. The database contains records for millions of packages. Each record is complete. Each record is accurate. The system maintains this accuracy through continuous updates. The updates happen day and night. The system does not rest. Facilities in different time zones operate on different schedules. When one facility's night shift ends, another facility's night shift begins. The work passes from one team to another. The work continues around the clock. Packages move constantly. The network is always active. The tracking numbers are long sequences of digits. Each digit has meaning. The first few digits may indicate the origin facility. The next few digits may indicate the service type. The remaining digits are unique identifiers. The system uses these numbers to route packages. The numbers are scanned over and over. Each scan confirms the package identity. Each scan updates its location. Labels sometimes peel off. When this happens, the package has no visible tracking number. It is placed in a special area. Staff members try to identify the package. They look for markings. They look for receipts. They look for any information. If they can determine the tracking number, they print a new label. The label is attached. The package is scanned. It continues. If no tracking number can be determined, the package is held. It is stored in a secure area. Periodically, lists of unidentifiable packages are published. The lists are available to senders and recipients. They can review the lists. They can claim packages by providing proof of shipment. Once claimed, the package is released. It is delivered. Most packages do not encounter exceptions. Most packages move smoothly from origin to destination. They are scanned at each point. They follow the planned route. They arrive on time. The system is efficient. The exceptions are a small percentage, but they receive attention. They are resolved. The overnight procedure ensures this resolution. The staff work methodically. The system supports their work. Together, they locate packages. They return packages to the flow. They maintain the network's reliability. The process is constant. The process is calm. The process is effective. Packages that are delayed are not forgotten. They are tracked. They are searched for. They are found. The night continues. The work continues. The system continues. Everything operates as designed. Everything follows procedure. Everything is logged. Everything is tracked. The facility is quiet except for the machinery. The lights are bright in work areas. The air is cool. The environment is controlled. The staff move with purpose. They complete their tasks. They move to the next task. Exceptions are cleared one by one. The queue shrinks. New exceptions appear. The queue grows again. It is a cycle. It repeats every night. The system does not require perfection. It requires consistency. It requires persistence. It requires process. These are provided. The work is done. The packages are located. The network functions. And the process continues. Hour after hour. Night after night. Packages move. Systems update. Staff search. Records are maintained. Everything is tracked. Everything is monitored. Everything is handled. The process is complete. And it begins again.